Live.
Good evening, everybody. What's going on? It is the water hole. May we call it maybe the Wednesday water hole with Horse and Rhino. Thank you so much. It's been a couple weeks since we've been on with you. We're happy to have you back. I have no idea what Horse is going to talk about tonight, but that's the beauty of the show. It's the water hole, right? You don't know when you go get a cup of water at work whether or not you're going to have to talk about something you weren't expecting. So we are extremely happy to have you back Wednesdays going forward, 7 p.m. That is when we will be running shows. Horse, how you doing tonight, brother?
Mic check. Alpha, Bravo, Delta. Launch, missiles. Okay, I can hear myself. That's terrifying. I'm fine, Rhino. It has been about 5 weeks. So the first canceled episode, rescheduled. That doesn't look right.
Hey, get that hat right, man.
I know it's that mirror effect. Right. Was canceled because you shaved your head. We don't get to see your head shaved. Well, I mean, it's 2 weeks or 3 weeks of growth on it. So we had to move it. Sounds good, says Hedstrom Bacon. That's good. Because if Hedstrom Bacon says it sounds lousy, that's not good.
What's up, Pig?
Hey, what up, Pig? What up, Jim? Jim's here?
Is Jim here? There's 7 people here. So
okay.
You had to shave your head, so that was the first Monday we canceled. And then we canceled, I don't know that we scheduled. I just kept pushing it off. If you listen to DJ Haunted Horse or Stucknut this last week, you'll know that I had a dental problem that just kept going and going, because you can't just get in. If you have a dental emergency, you cannot just get in and knock it out in 48 hours. No, you've got to wait like 10, 11 days before you can get in. And I'm on antibiotics for 3 weeks, and it was just a hot mess. So in that time, we decided we are going to go weekly. Did you already say that when I was doing sound check?
Nope, didn't go weekly.
All right, so there we go. I'm breaking news. Breaking news. This is Kermit Frog with breaking news. Yes, we're weekly on Wednesdays. So, yes, you said we were Wednesdays, and now I'm saying we're weekly. So this will be a weekly show. So
is that weekly Wednesday waterhole?
Weekly Wednesday waterhole. That's a lot of W's. www.weeklywednesdaywaterhole. We do not have that domain. Hey, Headstrom Bacon, thanks for sharing the show on Twitter.
Hoochie Mama! Okay. Hoochie Mama, what's up, Bake? So tell me about this, because, usually we have our own bones. There's some different type of bone in you right now?
Oh, you're talking about the dead person that lives in my mouth?
Yeah.
We won't go in that too much. I've spread that story now on Trainwreck, Stucknut, DJ Haunted Horse, and I guess this is the last show. Yes, they took a cadaver bone and stuck it in my tooth so that I can get my bone will start to grow back over the dead guy or woman's bone. It could be a dead woman. And then they can put a dental implant in there. So, yeah. So I got a dead person. This means I'll have to get song facts ready one day earlier. Damn. Headstrom Bacon, that show is in permanent. Well, it's in temporary. What would you say if the show has no date of coming back? It's just hanging out there. What word would you use? Anyway, that is on permanent pause. He's talking about way back Wednesday, because that used to be on Wednesday. You're giving me that look like, where is he going with this? Yes, Headstrom Bacon. So I'll have to figure that one out. That might be a monthly show. I don't know. Hiatus. Thank you. Boy, you probably went to college and shit. Okay. So we've got to get to our show. I've got 4 stories that are not going to light your world on fire. I'm just telling you right now. They are from The Mirror in the UK. I'm addicted to that site because there's a bunch of, There's a bunch of weirdos over there and people freak out. This first one's good. I like the second one. That's going to be my favorite story. And I forget what the third story and the fourth story are. All right. We're going to The Mirror, UK. By the way, Grant Napier on Woodscopes. We'll go into that more in a minute. We'll get this show going, and then we'll have we'll go over all the shows. My neighbor says I've ruined her life. That's pretty bad. This must be something horrible if you ruined your neighbor's life, as I won't let them put spikes on my fence. A neighbor has received backlash after attempting to add spikes on one woman's fence in a bid to keep their... Hold on, I got to click on the picture. I got to switch this out. I'm rusty, people. Just letting you know. Fence in a bid to keep their rabbits safe. But she did not consult the woman beforehand. The unnamed woman took to a Mumsnet. Mumsnet. I love that.
What's a Mumsnet?
I'm guessing it's like Mumsnet is probably like, what's that neighbor app where you rat out your neighbors for doing shit? What's that? Next door.
Everybody has one basically on their door now.
There's a
next to their front door.
Next door neighbor app, not the. And then you rat out your neighbors from anonymous. Your truck in the morning's too loud. Anyway, Mumsnet to explain that her relationship with the neighbors was good, but recent incidents involving their rabbits has started to sour the relationship. In the
rabbits.
I wonder if it's like a fatal attraction to put the rabbits in the pot and boil them. In the post, she explained, we live in a semi-detached and have done for the last 10 years. We've never asked a thing of Nextdoor, as we generally get on our own stuff or hire someone to fix ourselves.
What do you mean get on your own stuff? That sounds like a drop from you.
Get on with our own stuff. It helps if I put the with in there. I skipped a word. I blame the dead person in my mouth for skipping over the word. But things have turned sour. In recent days, she said, the next door has rabbits. They are those small rabbits. Even though fully grown, they're allowed to run free in the garden over the daytime, but they're those little tiny mini rabbits. So they run around out in the backyard all day while everyone's at work and school. However, a cat, look at this drama, a cat which lives nearby has started to become interested in the rabbits, which has concerned the owners. The plan, as we were told, was to put anti-cat spikes on their shed and the shed next door. Not ours, in parentheses, the other side. Stated the author that it was weird at the time, thinking just having them on the shed wouldn't do anything, but we didn't say anything. We let her do it. Next thing, I get a message a couple of weeks ago, says workmen are coming. Could they have access to the shed from my garden? The woman is happy to allow the workmen around her property. But after a while, started to notice that the workmen were also putting spikes on the fence to the other side and were measuring her fence as well. So I went out and I asked if they were planning. Do we still have anyone watching? I'm going to paraphrase the rest of the story. So they were measuring her fence to put spikes on it. So they're going to have this like spikes on your fence. So that'd be like your neighbor coming over and like cutting half your fence down or making modifications. It's not their property. Anyway, it was her fence. And so she told the workmen, no. And they said, oh, okay. We didn't know this was your fence. We thought it was approved. And the woman said that she has ruined her life and her rabbits are not safe. And if they get killed by the cat, it's on her conscience. So what do you think? What if a neighbor came over and started making modifications to your property or had workmen doing that? Would you be like, what the F are you doing to my property?
So my first two thoughts are, she better be fucking paying for it. Let's be real.
Well, she's paying for it. Do you want spikes on your fence?
Well, is it a bad thing to have spikes on your fence?
I don't know.
You know, like... But you better be paying for it if you're doing the work.
Oh, she was paying for it.
Yeah, don't ask me to pay for half of it. But she was making
alterations. I don't know. I've had some bad neighbors.
Have you been through that before? Where they don't want to pay half?
So here's my bad neighbor story. I'll give you one out of the many. I lived out in St. Helens, Oregon, if anyone knows where that is. Anyway, it's a small community. And I had some new neighbors move in across the street, and they were very young. It was a woman probably in her late 20s and her brother and her brother's girlfriend. So they're nice, and we're all nice and everything, but they didn't know what boundaries were. They had their water go out, and they asked if they could use my shower, first of all. And I'm like, that's fine. And then she goes, oh, so-and-so, the girlfriend's, the boyfriend's girlfriend needed to use it too. She gets home at 11:30 at night. I'm like, I go to bed at like 9:30. That is not going to happen. And then, they were like, well, what if she just lets herself in? And yeah, so that was weird.
Okay, hold on. Isn't that an awkward situation?
It's very awkward.
So let's say, and forget the whole thing about coming over at 11:30. Let's say
the shower was weird.
Your girlfriend, your wife. Are you going to send him to send them to another person's house to shower at 11:30 at night without being there?
By the way, I was single but dating. Okay. So I was done with wife number 2. Divorced from wife number 2, and I was dating, and I was seeing this one woman. We were dating. It's going on like week 2 or 3. Anyway, their garbage got shut off because they didn't pay. So they picked up the garbage wasn't picking up their things. So they had bags of garbage over by their house. And I go out to put my garbage can out one day and throw something in it, and there is a package of edible underwear, panties, on the top. So I'm thinking, you know, this woman that I've met for 3 weeks, if she would have went out and dumped that, she would have thought that was mine. So I took it, I went over, I put it on the ground, I rang the doorbell, and I said, don't be putting that in when they open, as I was walking away. Don't be putting that shit in my garbage.
Okay, Horse, if you're going to have, if you are going to partake and enjoy a pair of edible underwear, what flavor are you taking?
Cherry. Hey-o!
Hey-yo!
Actually, I do like cherry's my favorite, so. I don't know. I don't even know. They come in flavors. What are they made of? I've never handled a pair in my life.
Why buy edible underwear? Just get like fruit by the foot and just wrap it around the person's waist.
Make it into a thong.
You know?
The hell is this show? Damien in Tucson wants to know what the hell the show is. Hedstrom says, hey, 12. All the cool kids hang out in Twitch. By the way, not only the fish flavor. I got to look over here because
fish.
We do have 12wood is over on YouTube. So yes, we're streaming on 5 channels: Facebook, YouTube, my personal Facebook and YouTube, and then the Waterhole. So all your little chats are mixing right there, so I can see where you're at. We have 2 people in YouTube. Polyman.
Polly, what up,
Polly says peach flavor edible underwear is better than cherry.
Polly, you've tried edible underwear? I'd like to.
Well, I'm assuming his wife tried them and he got them off.
Well, how does the wife try them? If Polly tried it, okay, of course, you're veering out here, man. Stay in your lane.
Polly likes the peaches. All right, so you're up, dude.
Yeah, so Horse, I know you're an Oregon fan. Who's your NFL team?
Are you kidding me?
You don't know? I'm not sure. I can't remember. Like, I think there's like I think there's like a 9 or something in it.
Yeah, because you like sea chickens. Right here, baby.
Sea chickens, really? Come up with something original.
By the way, anyways, real quick, I'm going to interrupt you. I'm very rude. Polly, who is in YouTube, Niners suck, 12wood says, bought me this hat. So we had a bet last year when the Giants took the NL West by 1 game. So we had a bet. He lost the bet. He had to buy me a Giants hat. If I would have lost, I would have buy him a Dodgers hat. This is cursed. He put a voodoo hex on it. I have worn this for every game this year. And they just finished 81-81, 500. Polly booby-trapped my hat with voodoo curses, and he's a shithead. It was a Trojan horse for the haunted horse. He made the team lose. I'm telling you. So he cursed my hat that he bought me, and it's bullshit. Horse is an Oregon fan. Oregon, it's spelled O-R-G-A-N. What? Yeah, don't talk about my Oregon. Okay, I'm sorry. I interrupted you, but we were talking about sports. You asked me my favorite team's 49ers, NFL.
Yeah, so I'm going to go Fabian right here. Let me wrap this up for people that don't know that. You know what? That hat didn't curse you guys. You guys fucking suck.
We didn't spend any money. The 2 teams with the biggest payrolls came in first and second in the NL West. We had the 3rd biggest payroll, and we didn't make the playoffs. They need a salary cap, but this is not a sports show. But
it is not, but we will set that aside because I do agree with you. So what I was saying is, you know, you're I can't believe I'm doing a show with a 49ers fan. Do you do fantasy football?
Yes. I'm in 3rd place in both my leagues.
Okay.
Out of 12.
And do you ever have what are your league rules? Let's put it that way.
Well, I mean, they're intricate. What are you looking for? What main rules are you looking for?
Do you guys have any rule that allows the first place winner champion chicken dinner to impose a punishment on the last place finisher?
No, you've told me about this. I would never join a league like that.
Why wouldn't you?
Because I don't want to
You're not
lose,
gonna-
and I don't want to have someone say I got to get a tattoo of a penis on my forehead or some bullshit.
Well, I don't think anybody would do that.
Well, I don't. You guys don't set
Other
the
than
rules.
12,
I'm
probably,
not.
but-
I don't join those things.
All right.
Me betting a hat with Polly is about as expensive as I get.
Fair enough. All right. So, considering fantasy football's hot, we're getting into the swing of things with the NFL season. I wanted to talk to you about 5 of the worst punishments.
Oh, I like
that
it.
I have heard
I like it.
for the winner to choose for the loser. So, what if you had to go out on a limb? What do you think the worst thing minus a phallic impression on your forehead would be?
The winner gets to sleep with the loser's wife.
This is not that movie. But
You asked me what would be a bad punishment. That would be pretty bad.
Okay, why do you go there? Like, come on. Like, seriously?
Audience loved it.
What was the Bruce Willis movie with Demi Moore? Indecent Proposal?
Indecent.
Is that it?
Nah, that wasn't Bruce Willis. That was Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson. This is true.
But he was married to Demi Moore.
So, the first most popular is making somebody spend 24 hours in a restaurant.
What? What kind of restaurant?
24 hours. You've got to sit there in the booth. You have to...
Like Waffle House?
Take that... You know what? Waffle House is...
24 hour, right? Denny's.
Yep.
Shit.
Denny's, Waffle House, McDonald's in some place. What up, B-Web? McRib. All day, buddy. McRib fam right here.
McRib.
But yeah, no, spending 24 hours
Bullshit.
in a restaurant.
That's not horrible, but
how awkward is that?
yeah, I know. I've spent like 12 hours in an airport, so it's not much worse than that.
So if you had to spend 24 hours in any restaurant, and I'm not talking about Ruth Chris, I'm not talking about Morton's. When I said any, I'm talking about, fast food and a step up from that. So like your Denny's, your Waffle House.
But does it have to be a 24 hour, or in our situation, it would be a 24 hour?
24 hour.
It has to be.
Well, no, you can go
That's
to a
what I
different
wanna
one
know.
that's not open 24 hours. But what would the restaurant be?
Oh shit. Is Outback a step up, or is that 2 steps up?
No,
I think
Outback.
that Bloomin' Onion, 24 hours of that Bloomin' Onion, I think I could handle that. Give me heartburn.
24 hours of a blooming onion at Outback? You go to Outback for a blooming onion?
I love
what
the
are you doing?
I have a recipe for it. Anyway,
Do you
that's another
really?
story.
How the hell do you fry that thing?
I have a book. I'll show you. I'll tell you later. I don't have it handy. I have a book, Secret Recipes from Restaurants, and someone got it for me for a present because of the bloomin' onion was in it. I cooked it. It literally tastes exactly like the Outback one. Exactly. So anyway.
All right. That's cool. It saves you money. I bet you don't make dipping sauce though. So sauce
No, it
makes
has it.
blooming onion.
No, it has
Oh,
it.
it has
It
it?
has the sauce,
Okay.
how to cut the onion, what seasonings and things to use, and how to fry it. Yes,
Okay,
exactly.
Here's the problem I have with that.
Okay.
Is you can buy the onion, buy the seasoning, buy everything to go into the sauce, and guess what? You're going to spend 3 times as much as going to Outback and getting a blooming onion to go.
Yes, but it's fun. I don't know. Yeah, but you
Fair
can make
enough.
3 of them and then just reheat them. You got to reheat them in the oven though. Microwave make them soggy. Anyway,
no, dude, you gotta
moving
get
on.
an
We
air
got to
fryer.
get
Anyways,
to
moving on. Okay, second one. Horse. When you were growing up, what did you do to earn money as a kid? Did you mow the lawn? Did you clean the backyard? I don't know. What was the thing that got
I mean, I
an allowance?
babysat when I was 15. I didn't do lawns or anything. That was my first job, was babysitting at 15. 4 kids, twin 2-year-olds, still in diapers, and like a 4 or 5-year-old and like a 6 or 7-year-old for $1 an hour. 4 kids, $1 an hour. Yeah. But here was the cool part. I went over there like 6 or 5. Their bedtime was like, I had them for 2 hours. Actually, the little ones went 2 hours, and then the older ones got 1 more hour. So 3 hours. They went to bed. The mom was a waitress, and then the dad was the bartender. So they got home at like 3 in the morning, and then they woke me up. I went to sleep, woke me up, and I went next door. That's where I lived, and then crawled into bed, and that was my first job.
And were they the ones with the spikes on the fence?
No, they didn't have spikes on the fence.
All right, perfect.
But that was 25 cents a I got ripped off.
Okay, so how about having to do a lemonade stand every Saturday for 365 days?
Oh, that's bullshit.
364
See, that's why I would never play these.
Before your draft.
Yeah, fuck that.
And the winner, not the loser that's doing it, gets all of the proceeds. Think about a grown-ass adult.
See, I don't have time for that bullshit.
Dude, how creepy is that?
I'd take the 24-hour restaurant. I'm not doing that every Saturday for 52 weeks. All right, next. F that.
Right. So, the last one on the list, my friend, is Rhino. You know, Rhino in Sacktown. No, I'm just kidding.
Rhino
the last one
in Sacktown.
He doesn't say dude.
Wait, Jim's back?
You know something I don't know.
What?
I didn't know Jim was back.
Jim is back.
Rhino in Sacktown. Haunted horse poop.
Okay.
Haunted horse poop. All right, anyways, moving on. So, the last one. Have you ever slept on the streets, buddy?
Have I what?
Ever slept
I lived in my car
street?
when my dad threw me out of the house at 18 years old.
Well, I know you've also pooped in a trash can.
Well, yeah, but living in a car was, that was for 5 months. I lived in my car.
Holy crap.
Yeah, well, he threw me out of the house.
Okay, I really feel like crap for going with this.
Dude.
But anyways.
You want to know the honest truth? I mean, we are going in the wrong direction for listeners. They are very bored, and I apologize. It's my fault. But it was the best freaking summer of my life. I hated school with a passion. I got a graduation present of like $1,500, and I had a Pinto station wagon.
Oh boy.
A lot of good times in that Pinto. The back seat goes down, so you can sleep in it. I had a TV that plugged in the cigarette lighter, and that was the best summer of my life, dude. No responsibility, no school, no job, $1,500, and it was a blast. It's a blast.
All right. Well, you got to make the best out of everything, right?
Yeah.
Gary V.
Yeah. Well, it was freedom. It was total freedom. I've never had it since. So
very cool. Well, that's called being married. Right?
Yeah. Well, that's called having bills.
Exactly. Hey, urban camping. You have to camp for 7 days, or you have to camp for as many losses that you finished behind the winner.
Nah, that's not good. Portland's got a big crime problem right now. That wouldn't be safe.
Does Portland have police right now?
We have police, but the homeless problem is nuts. It is not safe. So, yeah, the homeless people fighting, but I can, in the right area. I mean, if it was where I live, suburbs, that it would be safe out here.
Hey, I get couch surfing in college.
Keep forgetting, I got to look at that chat. I'm looking at Twitch, but you guys are chatting in YouTube. That's normal in Portland, 12wood says. Brown chicken, brown cow in the Pinto. Oh,
what? Hey,
brown chicken, brown cow.
Brown cow.
The back seat went down. Summer of 69, Oshkosh Tyler says.
What up, Ty? That's a different story, Ty.
I was born in 69.
Last night, and you know that, and I told you. Anyways, so what's 12 got going this Friday?
Oh, dude, Grant Napier is going to be on Woodscopes. Of course, I'm the. I called myself the engineer, but apparently I am now the executive producer.
Congratulations!
Thank you very much. I almost cried when I saw it. I was like, "Holy crap!" EP. That's pretty freaking awesome.
Moly.
I hope he doesn't chip me off like Adam Hawk got fired, but you know,
And
I'll take it while I got it. So yeah, thank you, 12 Wood, for the EP title. EP Horse, 12 Wood says, yes, sir. So we got Grant Napier on 8 o'clock. And then once that interview's over, this is what everyone's waiting for. We've got pictures, kids' pictures of a group of us. And you got to figure out who they are. So those are being collected. They've been showing up in my email. I have not looked at them yet. I will start putting that stuff together tomorrow night because I am the EP. And that's what the EP does. And maybe TikToks, he says.
Well,
So,
it's not going to be hard to figure out you. You came into the world bald and
no, I had
bald now,
luscious
so.
hair as a kid. Luscious hair.
Dude, why don't you go back to the beard? The beard looks good.
You know, I got rid of the beard because we had to mask up and it wouldn't seal. I could go back to the beard. There's so much gray in it. Not as gray as 12 Wood's beard, but mine is really, really gray. Like, it's almost all white. I'm not EP anymore. He just said, fuck you. I'm kidding. He didn't say that.
I think that's
Yeah.
a labor violation, 12.
Yeah.
Don't make me go file a suit tomorrow morning.
Yeah. I want workman's comp. All right. Are we done? The urban camping was the last one. That's brutal,
urban
by
camping
the way. Yuck.
was...
Okay,
But not
I
that.
got a story. Boy, we're halfway through the show. The audience is like, yay! I don't have the kids on. Oh, there they are. Your long national nightmare is almost over. 12 Wood's beard looks like a calico cat, says Polyman. And then 12 Wood says, LOL.
Polly, spot on.
Oh,
friend.
Oshkosh Tyler says, my photo will be in black and white because, of course, there were no color pictures yet. Okay, I'm old is what they're saying. Bride fumes after mother-in-law makes her wedding day all about the Queen's death. Once again, from the Mirror in the UK. A woman, you know what? It's always the mother-in-law and the bride.
Absolutely.
That's the typical bad wedding story.
You know why? Because the bride never includes the mother-in-law in the pre-wedding ceremonies.
Oh, that's
and they're getting
bullshit.
Their makeup, hair, all that. So,
Well,
yeah, that's where it starts.
I could see it. Or the mother-in-law gets too involved, like, you have to have this, and starts like dictating what the wedding needs to be. I've seen that too. And it's like I know most brides have probably been planning their weddings since they were kids. So they've got this image of what it looks like. And then the mother-in-law is, what do you mean white roses? No, we need to have red roses. And so they start, Anyway, this is actually on the mother-in-law. A woman who yesterday got married to her partner of 6 years, so this happened during the Queen's funeral, says she wasn't happy at all when her in-laws made her special day all about the death of Her Majesty, Queen Elizabeth II. This gets bad. This gets really bad. According to the 29-year-old bride, although she does have sympathy for the Queen's family on a human level, she's not a bitch, see? She has sympathy. Neither she nor her now husband, Matt, are monarchists. I didn't know that was a thing. Are you a monarchist?
A monarchist?
Yeah, you're a monarchist.
A monarchist?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's
so
a word.
this, obviously, you always get your stuff from the sun. So this is overseas.
Yeah.
It's completely
Great
different.
Britain.
So I guess the question is, if the president died, right?
No.
Would that change?
No.
Your day?
No. I don't consider the president like the Queen. I think more so it would be like the Queen's more like the top A-list movie star, because President's like the prime minister over there. The prime minister died over there. No one's like, oh, we got to have this big funeral, right? They're like, okay, put the flag at half mast for a little bit and we'll call it a day. But the queen, we don't have royalty over here. JFK was like the last royalty, even though he was a president, like Camelot and all that. Anyway, Matt are monarchists. They're not monarchists. And they didn't want the sad news to overshadow their wedding ceremony. Matt's family, on the other hand, has been mourning the Queen's death very deeply, with this taking precedence above all else. His mother, Jane, I like how there's the names. His mother, Jane, even went as far as to advise they cancel the wedding completely out of respect for Her Majesty, a suggestion which the couple quickly shut down. Things took a turn on the morning of their wedding when, without warning, Jane arrived wearing a black suit. When asked about her outfit choice, Jane explained, "We were in mourning and she wanted to be respectful." The bride politely reminded her mother-in-law that she was attending a wedding, not a funeral. So stupid. But was left stricken once again when Matt's sister Emily arrived, also wearing a black dress. Yeah. Taking to Reddit, the frustrated bride, who goes by the username Who Gives a Fuck, I just threw that in, recalled around 70% of Matt's guests were wearing all black. I was pissed off, but ultimately I could ignore it. I found out when I was greeting guests later that Jane had told Matt's side of the family to wear all black at our request. So she's saying that the bride asked them to wear black. To honor Elizabeth, at the reception, a bunch of our guests started to go missing quite early on, so my maid of honor went to look for them and came back to get me. They were in a different room with a TV that was playing the footage and holding a prayer circle. A prayer circle where they were sharing their memories of the Queen. Lots of them were crying. She continued, I politely asked if everyone would come back for our first dance, but Jane said they were busy celebrating a great woman, which I felt implied that I'm the opposite.
Exactly. I mean, so you're telling me, number one, these families are going to get along.
It's
no chance.
Already started badly. It was at this point, the bride snapped, telling her that she was being fucking selfish. See, we can say that here.
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
And ruining her son's wedding day for someone she'd never even met.
And her daughter-in-laws.
She even asked the hotel to cut the TV's feed, but knew by this point the guests wouldn't be returning to the reception.
Wait, did you say her name was Jane or Karen?
Karen, yes.
Oh, okay.
Mother-in-law. I don't know. Maybe it's Jane in the UK. We call them Karens here. Maybe the British translation is Jane's. I don't know. The newlyweds now feel sad about how their wedding day ended, and she now feels guilty for lashing out in such an extreme and uncharacteristic way. Something tells me it's not uncharacteristic. She now wonders whether she might have taken things too far and has reached out to her fellow Reddit users for advice. Want to hear what their advice was? One person wrote, "Your mother-in-law literally lied to the rest." That's a Southern, not a British. I'm going to read it Southern. "Rest of the guests to make them all show up at your wedding in mourning garb to satisfy her desire to be seen mourning the Queen. This is pure virtue signaling on her part, and she deserves to be shamed for it." Good golly, 12wood says. Oshkosh Tyler says, it would be like Michael Jackson dying, king of pop. Well, he did die. He's dead, Tyler, if you didn't know. God save the Queen.
Is he?
Michael Jackson is dead. Billie Jean is not his lover.
Oh.
Tyler's using the little woman with sunglasses emoji. That might be Jane.
Could be. I would say Jaren. How about that? Why don't we mix the
I like
two?
it. Jaren.
Let's be inclusive.
That is the end of that story.
She just wanted to make the day about her. That's all it was. She wanted to make the day about her. I mean, the Queen, really?
The Queen.
Can you? Okay.
What if it was Queen and they were playing Queen's greatest hits? Would that be More acceptable.
Absolutely. I think that's a little bit more classy.
Pressure.
But is there a single person walking in the United States where you would get that type of reaction if they passed away? And I'm taking the
I don't
rock
think
away
so.
from you.
I don't think so. When Betty White died, I don't think people were wearing black to weddings. I don't know who in this Kardashians. I mean, a bunch of young girls would.
People would be doing this.
Well, I mean, a lot of 20-something and tweens would be like devastated. I don't know.
Yes. I mean,
I don't think there's anyone over here anything like that.
What about MJ?
Michael Jordan?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some people. I mean, Kobe died. People were flipping out about that, but they weren't like canceling weddings and stuff. I don't know. I don't think that person exists over here. I don't. I'm telling you right now, too, if that kid, 12wood loves me going in on the queen, by the way. The queen is a twat, he says. Pedo. He loves me. 12wood, this is your reward for making me EP. I'm going in on the queen. Hey, I'll tell you what, if that son dies, not the pedo son, 12wood, it's the one that's king now. The pedo guy lost his title, prince or whatever. I'm telling you, the people aren't going to be sad. They're going to be like, oh, it's so sad. Now make William king, because they want William. They don't want Charles.
Charles, yeah.
They hope that's really short. They're like, oh, Charles, oh, darn, he only was king for 2 years. But William's now the king. Yay!
But that's the funny thing about the monarchy, right? Like, the queen is the exception. She served for so long because she came in so young. That's it. But now everybody's so damn old. Other than,
not William.
The ones, William, Harry,
he's next.
But
I remember when William was like a teenager, like 17, 18, and the girls over here were like flipping their shit. That was before it got bald. William, I know how it feels.
Hey, did you ever see I Want to Marry Harry? And it was a Fox reality show. Sorry for the cheap plug, Fox. Fox reality show that had an actor that looked like Harry, and they put these girls through this entire dating contest thinking it was Harry.
Oh, jeez.
And at the end, and they had everything. They had like the, white gloves.
Because the queen would let that happen.
The assistants. Yeah, exactly.
They're not the smartest people.
Exactly. And then they get to the end of the show, and it's like, hey, guess what? I'm not the prince. So do you want to stay with me or not? What's your choice?
I'm not gonna lie. I remember when they had Joe Millionaire and he wasn't rich, and all those women. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That was horrible, but I liked it. That's like the only. Wells watches all those. That's the only one that kind of hooked me because I'm like, oh, this is gonna be fucking great. I wonder if the Iraq and maps like As If, and I wonder if she was trying to date Harry. The Iraq and Such As. All right, you got another one. We gotta go. 17 minutes.
Yeah, hit me with your last one.
Okay, last story. This one's pretty good. I like this one too. This dude is as clueless as Jane. Woman refuses to accept fiance's engagement ring. Oh, I left a part out. Let me reread that. Woman refuses to accept fiance's deceased wife's engagement ring. This is funny to me. A bride-to-be says she's been left feeling uncomfortable after her widowed fiance offered her the engagement ring his late wife once had worn and felt she had no choice but to decline. I think that anybody would think that you're fine for doing that.
100%,
that's creepy.
100% creepy.
And that's coming from a guy that has a dead person in their mouth.
Yeah. Well, part of a dead person in your mouth.
By the way,
I know you like the bone in your mouth, but whatever.
12wood said, "Bring back Diana." Maybe I have.
It was
that
Diana
could be Diana.
Hot? What do you guys think? Diana was pretty hot. I'm not.
She was. Yeah, when she got married. Yeah, she wasn't bad. She had that feathered hair. So funny listening while washing dishes tonight, says Polly. Hey, Polly's doing the dishes. Look at that.
Polly, you're doing the dishes.
Why
Good man.
would you
Hopefully
tell
you
her
didn't
it's
cook.
from the dead wife, says Tyler. I don't know. Let's finish because I scanned this story. I did not read it from front to back. The fiance offered her the engagement ring his late wife had once worn and felt she had no choice to decline. According to this 29-year-old woman who was set to tie the knot in 2 weeks, so apparently she's still marrying the guy. 2 weeks' time, she and her fiance have known each other since they were very young and had previously dated on and off. They reconnected after his wife's death and have now been in a serious relationship for 2 years. Although she loves him dearly, there are awkward aspects to their relationship, and she has previously felt he wanted her to be more like his deceased wife. For example, he has previously referred to her by his wife's name. Oh, jeez.
Oh my God.
Run!
Okay.
Run!
Hold on. To be fair, I'm not going to say how old I am, but I find myself saying when I'm supposed to be saying Liam. So you do have those slips, but if you were asking her.
If you called your wife
No.
an ex-girlfriend's name, is that going to fly? No.
Well, why would your wife know the names of your ex-girlfriends?
Then she would think it's a current somebody or like,
You know,
who's that? Is that next door neighbor? Women, you
God.
call women by the wrong name. You call your wife by the wrong name. It gets real awkward real fast.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it
Sure.
just, yeah, yeah. Anyway,
Women
for
are weird
example, wife's name. He also becomes unhappy when, in his eyes, she falls short of the dead woman's skills in cooking, childcare, and cleaning. Run!
Why is she marrying
That's
this
what I
guy?
want to know. Taking to Reddit, where she goes by the username you whelp shit 02. That's her name, I swear to God. UWELPSHIT02. The conflicted
Haunted horse. Wait, you know something I don't
wrong
know.
one.
Haunted horse poop.
The conflicted bride wrote, I just thought he needed more time to heal and get over it. When she died, he kept her engagement ring. I didn't think anything of it and just thought it was something to keep in her memory. Well, last week he offered the ring to me. He said he wanted to give me the ring because his wife's spirit told him I was sent to him by her. Run! Can you imagine they're in the sack on the honeymoon? She's like, what? Oh, she likes anal, honey? Oh, my dead wife, she like it.
Have you guys ever seen the people that do like the clay moldings and they're spinning the damn wheel and
Yes,
doing their hands?
like ghosts.
He is literally trying to mold this girl
Into his dead wife.
His dead wife. That's literally what it is.
His dead wife could be in my tooth socket. That could be her.
Oh,
I should check the dates.
Dude, you better be careful, man.
I don't know.
You should become part of the trust hopefully it doesn't work at Waffle House. Guessing she wouldn't go through all this trouble for somebody that works at Waffle House. Maybe
I scanned the story. I did not read this part. The spirit told her I was sent to him by her. I declined and told him it made me uncomfortable. This ended up breaking out into a week-long fight. Take this ring, bitch! She continued.
Fight?
Yes.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Because she wouldn't take this dead woman's ring.
It should have been like a, hey, this is off. We're done.
Yeah, well, she's still trying to make it work. Wait till he says, honey, here's $75,000 plastic surgery money. Why? Why? Do I need a boob job? No, I'm going to carve your face to look like my dead wife.
Maybe he can consult Tom Brady.
This could be a horror movie.
A couple of good people.
Like, you know that movie Face Off where they switch faces, Travolta, and you could like knock her out, put her to sleep, and she wakes up with the dead wife's face. And he paid some doctor and drugged her, and then she's like in some backwoods cabin. She can't get away, and he's hey, don't take my idea, people. Did you hear the show today? Tyler says, what game? LOL. Watch the game on your... They're off on their own. I did not hear the show today, by the way.
What's that?
She continued, he now thinks I'm an asshole that doesn't care for his feelings or the memory of his wife. I ended up bursting out telling him that he needs to move on. with our life and not be so caught up in the past and trying to compare me to his dead wife. Her future husband ended up leaving after this outburst, and she'd yet to hear from him. Now worried he'll call off the wedding. She still wants to do it. Altogether, she's wondering whether she was in the wrong and has reached out to fellow Reddit users for advice. One person sympathized. Oh, honey, you are not his rebound, and he's mistaken to condition you as his late wife. Please do not proceed with his marriage because he's obviously not over her. That's it.
Why the hell is she worried? That's the best thing that could have happened
I
to
think
her.
she's got as big of issues as him, because you're getting all these red flags like, no, bridge out, closed, bridge out, and you're like, driving through the sign, oh shit, the bridge is out. It's like,
You look like you're playing an arcade game.
Mm-hmm. There you go. There you go. What do you think of that?
I don't get that. Does Jim know something that we don't know?
Yeah.
Haunted horse. Wait, you know something I don't know?
I do. That woman needs to run. I was running. All right, we're 9 minutes. We got to go. You got something else?
No, I was just going to kind of shoot the shit with you about everything going on.
Wait. I got one more story. I'm going to run through it real quick.
All right.
2 minutes. Vet left mortified at dog's name that made his day incredibly awkward. When coming up with dog names, you should imagine yourself shouting them out in a crowded park to see whether they would work in the real world situation. This method could help you avoid embarrassment, especially if names like Twinkle Toes or Sugar Bum Fairy are topping your list. A vet has been left mortified after conducting a checkup with a Chihuahua who was given a rather unfortunate name, saying it made the whole consultation very awkward. Speaking to Reddit, he shared the worst pet name he has ever come across and explained how it made for the most awkward workday of his entire career. He said the worst dog name was Sexy for the Chihuahua. Explaining how awkward this made things, he gave some examples, adding, if you could just lift Sexy up here, please. Thank you. And now I might need your help to hold Sexy down. But he said the worst part came when he had to check the dog's behind, further adding, I'm going to put this in your butt, Sexy, but I'll be quick. While most users questioned who in their right mind would name their dog Sexy, others couldn't help but laugh and made jokes about the situation he found himself in. One user asked, yes, but will you bring Sexy back? Another added, why is it always Chihuahua owners? Anyway. Sexy. Dog named Sexy. That's disturbing.
You know what? I would say it could be worse. Let's be honest. There is probably much worse names out there.
Oh, yeah.
Dogs. But, that's one of those times, like, you've probably been in those situations where it's like, it just, there's nothing you can say without making it awkward due to a name or whatnot. What's the most awkward pet name that
I had a dog named Pig. Not kidding. Pig. I would go out and look for the dog. Pig, here, pig. So we had, long story short, I had my first dog was when I was like 2, was a dachshund. Her name was Ginger. And so I had her, and then my parents separated, and that was like at age 7 or 8, and my dog died, but she had a litter of puppies right before she died. So we had to bottle feed them. My dad, every 2 to 3 hours, he'd have to set his alarm and bottle feed them. You had to buy this in Elk Grove, by the way, these little dropper things, California, and you had to buy this dog milk. It came in a can, so fill it up. And she would eat so much that it would be coming down her. She was like, so it was like such a pig. She's such a pig, and she got the nickname Pig. And then her brother was Roly Poly because he would eat so much. His belly would get so round that his legs wouldn't touch the ground, and he couldn't walk. He would like roll until it went away. So I had Roly Poly and Pig as 2 dogs.
Bully and Pig.
Yes.
I'm thinking that nobody else could parlay two different and weird names.
Yep.
for
Welcome to my
animals
world.
that.
I'm a weirdo.
For me, probably Bandit. Somebody, I think
That's a
somebody
common
said,
dog name.
no, it's a cat though.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
like cats, so
All right.
I am not a cat dude.
Cats are awesome.
Bandit, and this is what was really funny is because now we have a dog. We have a cat.
Sorry.
We have a dog that has patches. You've seen our dog.
Yeah, that's a funny name. Gordo, that's fat.
Well, no, okay. So here's the story. It's Gordo Ramsay. We named him after Gordon Ramsay.
That's fine, but still fat.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Well, that's a funny name.
But
it's funnier than Bandit.
Bad. You know what? It was 6 months pregnant, and I couldn't move her off of it. And, happy wife, happy life. We've already talked about this, and now we have a 100-pound dog.
Larry says these guys are like second grade show and tell. Sorry. Parody Larry.
Well,
do.
Anyways, no, Bandit, the reason I brought that up is because Bandit had two eyes, like a bandit. Like if she's wearing
a little mask thing.
And yeah, exactly.
I like it.
So she was a calico, and it was funny. Was it Paulie that said that about 12 with his beard?
Yes, calico cat. Yeah. So we should call 12 Bandit now?
Bandit!
Chris P. Bacon says 12 wood. And Polyman says, Pig, was your dog pink looking? No, just fat. Just a fat dog.
Do you look like Headstrom?
No, it was half dachshund. The dog that dug under the fence and knocked our dachshund up was a terrier. So it was a terrier dachshund mix.
Dug under the fence?
Yeah. Oh, well, that dog was horny. Dug under the fence, yes. Remember that house I showed you on the Street View or whatever?
Yeah,
that's the house that the terrier dug
really?
under and got my dog pregnant.
Oh, my gosh.
Yep.
Oh, my gosh. Hey, Horace, what do you got coming up? What's going on with you show-wise besides the water hole?
We got
Wednesday
Wood
water
Scopes
holes?
is the next show that I am participating in. You can find that at HollywoodRejects.com. I do have a Wood Scopes button. Takes you to the Twitch page. I believe it's still on Twitch. I have not. The executive producer has not been told it's somewhere else yet. We can multi-stream it, dude. I have that ability. I'm on 5 channels right now. We got Facebook going. We got double YouTubes and double Twitches going right now. So, and then Saturday night, I believe we're doing DJ Haunted Horse. I think Pooldog's going to join me for that. I have not confirmed. We were talking about it, and since 12 Wood's taking my Friday, there's people that cannot watch the Friday show that loved watching the Saturday show. So I told them I'd throw them, half dozen Saturday shows a year, and we're going to do it Saturday. And then we're back here Wednesday. That would be my next show after the DJ Saturday show. How about you? You've got popping things. Your Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays with Napier at 3 p.m. on YouTube.
Yeah, we're doing a live show, YouTube Live, and many thanks. I want to do this publicly to Horse for helping Grant and kind of training him on the systems that we're using. But yeah, we're Monday, Wednesday, Friday now. We're probably going to go to 5 days a week once the Kings start their season. But you can find that at 3 p.m. Go to If You Don't Like That on YouTube, or you can hit up Grant's Twitter at Grant Napier. And then also we have a 5-day-a-week show where I'm a contributor. That's on the Listen app. But screw those shows.
It's a good show. I watched it today. It was good.
Dude, don't even start me.
Well, I mean, you had some technical issues, but Grant was answering all the questions, any sports questions that anyone had. He was interacting real strong with the audience. So basically, if you asked a question, he gave you an answer. It was great. So.
Completely off the hip. So that was good because we had a guest that was having technical difficulties. Let's put it that way.
Technical,
like Dr. Evil.
We got anything else? We're gonna wrap it up. We're at the
let's
8
wrap
o'clock.
it, man. Any closing thoughts?
Nothing. Go 49ers. Who are we playing? We're flying somewhere, but it's a late game, so we won't have the time where they start those East Coast games in the morning. The Niners always come out flat, but this one's a 4 o'clock game, I think. But I forget who we're playing. Anyway, we kicked the Rams' ass.
Yeah.
Raiders finally got a win, Paulie. Did the Packers win? I'm trying to cover all the people in the chat.
Yeah, the Packers won.
Parody Larry, you're a Niner fan, right? We got to win. We kicked the Rams' ass. Go Raiders, just win, baby, says Paulie. You guys got to win over Denver.
That's not going to be hard. They're playing like shit.
Right, the offense is just stagnant. So, but they have a good defense, and the Raiders were able to put points on them, so that's good. Packers won, Tyler says. I forgot. Oh, they played Tampa Bay, right? No, not Tampa Bay. KC played Tampa Bay. Who did the Packers play?
Packers played. God, now it's gonna go away from me.
I'll know as soon as we're off. Oh, the Packers are in London this weekend. That's right. They're playing what? The Giants or the Bears? No, not the Bears. Pats, Patriots.
No.
Oh, that's who they just beat.
No, that's who they played.
Who they beat.
That's what it was. Zach came in.
Is that the game where the quarterback got the high ankle sprain, or was that the game before?
No, they brought in the third string quarterback.
Got it.
And hey, Tyler, I expect you to have your 12x12 done before the start or that kickoff of the London game this weekend.
Yeah.
So
send
us some evidence.
I thought we were going to do it on 12. Well, I'm not doing it. I am officially not drinking. I have given up booze. I'm done. Never again. I'm not joking either. I'm done. It kicks my ass. I'm officially a non-drinker. So I will eat 12 tacos, root beer.
You think you could do? You think you could take down 12? And don't say root beer. You're a Diet Coke guy. Come on.
Well, I don't drink caffeine after 4 because it keeps me awake. So I go to root beer. Diet root beer.
Enough.
Gotta watch my waistline.
Fair enough. Yeah, because Tyler, he sent out National Taco Day yesterday. I'm like, you know what? Damn it. It just lingered with me all day. I'm like, I want to talk about taco. And I came home. I actually sent Tyler a message, and I'm like, I'm going to get in big trouble for this. And I sure as hell did. But that's all right. And
you got in trouble?
Oh, yeah.
Taco Tuesday! Nice.
What does Jim know about Taco Tuesday?
Wrong screen. He knows this.
Shut up, dummy.
Oops.
Oh,
that's Taco Tuesday if I ever heard it. Right, Taco Bell Tuesday right there. All right, absolutely. We got to get out. I got nothing.
I got nothing. Horace, it's always a pleasure. Thank you all so much for showing up. We're going to do this every Wednesday, and hope you have a great rest of the night. And thank you, Horace.
I will have more production. This show will be less talking. I whiffed on the production. If you want to know what I was going to do, I was going to take a wedding. Then I was going to have the funeral superimposed over the top of it. And then I was going to have machine guns and wars and bombs going off. I ran out of time. Like a PTSD thing. So I will have more production. 12 Woods got me working on Woodscope. So that's my excuse. Not really. I start that tomorrow. I will have that done tomorrow. Anyway, I'm done talking. Last words? I think
no.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I'm out. Thank you so much. We'll see you next Wednesday.
Remember,
Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific. We will be here. We'll be in our beautiful hats and our bald heads. So can't wait to see you then.
All right. We're out. Later. Thanks for coming, guys.